What's up, guys, and welcome to Making Houston Home. My name is Rene. Before we get into it, go ahead and subscribe. Hit that little bell at the bottom. That's going to make sure you're the first to know everything about what's going on here in Houston, Texas. Take it from somebody that's done it himself. If you're thinking about making the move here, go ahead and reach out. I'm here to help. We get calls, texts, emails, Zoom meetings on a weekly basis from people that are just like you, just like me, who are thinking about making the move. My family and I made the move from Orange County, California to Houston back in 2018. So we completely understand what you're going through, what you're going to have to deal with, and I'll be there with you to guide you along that way to make it as smooth of a transition as possible. So again, guys, I'm Rene. This is Making Houston Home. We're going to be talking today about the hidden gem of Houston, my hometown, Kingwood, the livable forest. This place is gorgeous. And not only that, it's actually voted the #1 place to raise a family in Houston, as well as the #1 place to buy a home in Houston for 2022 on niche.com. And I couldn't agree more. Like I said, we've been here since 2018, my wife and our 2 kids. We love it. Today I'm going to be telling y'all everything there is to know about Kingwood. I'm going to pull up a map, show y'all exactly where it's at, show y'all some of the little neighborhoods in Kingwood, the more highly sought after neighborhoods, some of the schools, the shopping, the golf courses. There's like 5 golf courses here in Kingwood, the trail system, the green belts, pretty much everything you need to know. We're going to get into it today. So let's go ahead. This is Kingwood, Texas. Let's do it. Guys, so here we are. I'm pulling up a map for y'all. As you can see, this is a map of Houston. You can see right up here is Kingwood. So just to give you an idea of where Kingwood is, in comparison to downtown Houston, we live kind of back here in the back of Kingwood. Takes us 20 to 30 minutes to get downtown, not bad at all. Also takes us about 20-25 minutes to get up here to the Woodlands. So really, really great location here in Kingwood. We could zoom in, kind of show y'all what Kingwood itself looks like. Again, so I did say the back of Kingwood. So when you're talking about Kingwood, just a little bit of the lingo here. When you hear people talk about the back of Kingwood, that's this part here that kind of backs up to the lake. So here's Highway 69, 59. You'll hear a lot of people call it 59, and Kingwood Drive. This is all the front of Kingwood, closest to the freeway. This is the back of Kingwood on this side. So, moving forward, like I said in the intro of this video, Kingwood is gorgeous. There's no doubt about that. You drive in, coming down Kingwood Drive, you have just literally like a tunnel of trees that you're driving under. Super pretty. It is called the livable forest for a reason. The one thing that I always point out, and again, I'll pull it up right here for you, niche.com, #1 best neighborhood to buy a house in Houston, Kingwood. Overall grade, A+, public schools, A+, housing, good for families, crime and safety, A+. Nightlife, it got a B-. It is kind of a smaller town. As more younger people are moving here, the demographics are changing, so we're getting a lot of younger families over these last few years. So you're seeing a lot more cool things pop up, and I'm going to show you some of that in this video. Diversity A, you can see here, median home value, median rent, a lot of owners here in Kingwood. So you're talking about pride of ownership, and that shows in the community. As you're driving through this town, you see that there is pride of ownership here, and I believe a lot of that comes from this statistic here showing that 75% of homes are occupied by the owner. Quick little map here. Kingwood rankings, again, best neighborhood to buy a house in, #1. Best neighborhood to raise a family in Houston, #1. Best neighborhood to live in Houston, #3. So again, great rankings. I have a young family. We moved here in 2018 when our kids were 1 and 2 years old, and we moved here specifically because of these ratings that Kingwood has. The schools are great. Crime and safety was huge for us. I was in the oil industry at the time, And so I worked nights a lot. I wanted to make sure my wife and my kids were going to be safe while I was gone. So again, look at these zero. This is calculated annually per 100,000 residents, not even registering on the scale for any of these crimes here. So great, safe neighborhood. A little bit about residents. A on diversity, median income there. Kind of see a lot of the residents are more college or higher level educated people. Top schools, Kingwood High, all of these schools, you'll see as we go forward here. I'm going to pull up some housing listings, show you guys some different areas, and you'll see those school ratings on HAR as well. So again, just overall great place. You can see some reviews here. Just beautiful, beautiful place. We love it here. Going back to this map, I'm going to show y'all where the airport is, which was huge for us because when we moved here, we had no family here, no friends. We didn't know anyone. So being close to the airport was huge for us because we knew that, grandparents were going to be come visiting, our parents were coming, friends, family, they were going to come visit. And this right here is Bush International Airport. So on the map, it looks like it's really, really close. It is close, but it's, like I said, we live back here in the back of Kingwood. Takes me about 20 minutes to get down here to the airport. If you're up here in the front of Kingwood, literally 10-minute shot down the highway, and you're there. When I have people visit, when people land, everyone sends out the "Hey, just landed" text. I sit right here at home. When I get that text, that's when I leave to go to the airport, and it's like perfect timing because by the time they get off the plane, they get to baggage claim, and they're heading out of the airport. I'm pulling up, picking them up, and it's 15, 20 minutes back home. Super, super convenient. Again, great, great, great location. We love this spot here, and, it doesn't get any better. Jumping into specifics on what Kingwood has to offer, as you can see here, one of the big things that pulls up is the clubs of Kingwood. So it's almost about, 20% of the entire city is these golf courses down here. So Kingwood, the clubs of Kingwood have, I believe it's 5 golf courses. So you can see all of this down here. And it actually jumps the road, comes over to this side as well. Beautiful, beautiful courses. See if we can pull up some pictures here. Most of it's on the water since it is down there by the lake. Just great, great spot. This is the club here. You can see it has this big pool. There's a splash pad here. There's also a little mini water park there. It's like we have some friends that are members. They'll have their kids' birthday parties here, and it's just a blast. Kids are swimming, going down this slide all day. Just really, really great amenity here in Kingwood. And according to my friend, I think he pays around $400. I know it's sub $500 for the membership per month. So. And, that's including golf and everything he does. He's a big golfer. So, really, really great price for what you get in that membership there at the clubs at Kingwood. Next, we'll jump over to these Greenbelt trails. Now, this is a great thing about Kingwood. This is over 75 miles of trails. So, all these green lines here, these are called the Greenbelts. So, these are all paved trails that run through every single community here in Kingwood. As you can see, we live right back up here in this neighborhood. So I jump on this trail, and you can go literally for hours all day. And you got to be careful because you can get lost in it pretty quick because it is wooded. So it's like a forest. It's basically a paved trail through a forest, if you can imagine that. I'll pull up some pictures here. Let's see. But I have gotten lost many times, and thank goodness I have an Apple Watch. I was able to get myself back home. But, here's one picture, for example. This is basically what it is. So you can obviously see the woods, the forest, and it's a paved trail that they upkeep. It's part of the community. They upkeep this trail. So you'll see people riding bikes, running, walking dogs, just kind of everything you would do on a trail. And again, it's over 75 miles. So if you're a biker, you can ride this thing all day and literally not have to leave Kingwood. You can get your miles in. Same thing if you're a big time runner. Again, I love running these, and you'll see as you're driving around, you'll see these signs here, and that's basically just a sign letting you know that, hey, this is a green belt. It is closed from dusk till dawn just for safety reasons. But yeah, that's the trails. Next, we'll go into probably one of my favorite things, the stuff to do here in Kingwood. I want to pull up some of these breweries. So the main breweries here, we have what's called Megaton Brewery. Back Pew is right over here, which is pretty cool. Back Pew used to be a church. They renovated it, turned it into a brewery. That's cool. Decca is one of the newer ones that just opened. Super popular place on the other side of the lake is this Lake Houston Brewery down here. Really cool place. Great to go have lunch there. We hit that spot a lot. You know, I'll show you Megaton. Megaton's one of the cool spots here. We'll see some of these pictures. Kind of more of like a warehouse type brewery. I mean, being from California, there were breweries everywhere, and you're starting to see, as I mentioned earlier, with younger demographics moving here now to Kingwood, you're starting to see a lot more breweries, a lot more cool restaurants. Kind of that whole vibe that I remember from being in Southern California is also here now. So it's really cool. You can see this bar here, just a, you know, super fun spot just to kind of go hang out, have some beers. It's usually pretty busy. They do events. You know, out here they got an outdoor bar as well. There'll be like cornhole set up. They usually have, you know, some food trucks there, live music inside. You know, just, again, great spot to come hang out. Here's another shot of outside. You can see a food truck back there. You know, just really cool spot. Next one I wanted to make sure I pointed out was the Lake Houston Brewery. And we'll check out some of these pictures here. This one's really cool. It's a big place, and it actually has these docks because it's right on the lake. So, you know, you can pull up your boat, your jet skis, whatever you're doing on the water on a lake day, literally just park right here and come in, grab a beer, grab something to eat, listen to some music. They got live music outside a lot. You know, here it is at night. They light it up. You can see the lake back there. Really pretty, really cool spot. Good beer, great food. Again, family-friendly environment. You'll see a lot of kids with their parents running around. Here's a better picture of those docks. So, again, like for lunchtime, you'll see this thing pile up and people are just, you know, hanging out, coming off their boats, doing their thing. You know, really cool spot. Aside from that, you know, I wanted to point out those breweries because I kind of am a beer guy. So, hey, if you end up coming out here, hit me up. We'll go grab some beers together. I'm always down for some beers, so let's get to it. We'll jump over here. Kind of the more, I guess, you know, what you'll be doing on an everyday basis. H-E-B is right here. That's kind of the main grocery store here in the back of Kingwood anyway. So let me zoom out so you can see exactly where that is. So here's that 59 Kingwood Drive. This is the front of Kingwood. There's also a brand new H-E-B up here. This is the one we frequent since we live in the back of Kingwood. So again, you can see this intersection right here is kind of the main hub of Kingwood. Especially if you live back here, you're going to be coming here to H-E-B. Ton of restaurant. You got Torchy's Tacos, you got Cane's, Chipotle, Chick-fil-A. There's a crepe waffle place. I mean, Chachi's Mexican food, which I'm going to be honest with y'all. If you're coming from California, do not expect much from the Mexican food here. And someone's probably going to hate me for saying that. It's an ongoing argument. People here love Tex-Mex, especially if they haven't tasted California Mexican food, what I would consider real Mexican food. It's different. So if you're coming out here, that is the one thing I miss about California. Honestly, when people ask me, what do you miss about California? I say the Mexican food because there's nothing like it here. So back to this. You know, there's probably a bunch of people that just tuned out because they love their Tex-Mex. So here we go. Again, there's Le Madeleine, which is like a little French bistro. There's Whataburger here. Freebird's just opened up. You know, Starbucks right here. There's the Stretch Lab yoga place for fitness. They just announced they're putting in a LA Fitness here. You know, Smoothie King, which is basically our version of Jamba Juice. You just go there. That's a really good smoothie spot. Fuddruckers, I mean, everything you can imagine. Pharmacies, CVS, Walgreens, auto places, like everything you could need is right here in this hub. And also you see right here, we got the Lake Houston YMCA. Really, really nice YMCA. Where I was from, I grew up in LA. When you talked about the YMCA, it was usually like kind of a rundown type of place. Like it wasn't a nice place, but this YMCA is actually really, really beautiful. Also, zooming out a little bit, there is a Lifetime Fitness. I think it's right here on the other side of the bridge. There's a Lifetime Fitness somewhere here. So if you're, I used to go to Lifetime in Orange County, so I know there's a lot of people that really like that place. It is super nice. But again, this big hub, again, here's all the golf courses. Great, great, great place. What I'm going to jump into now, as we get into some of these developments, some of these suburbs back here, and then also the schools. So as I talk about some of these homes and some of these areas, I'll show you some of these school ratings, and so you have a good idea of what you're looking at there. Because I know for my wife and I, our kids were only 1 and 2 when we moved here, but making sure that we did right by our kids was very important. So we wanted a place that had really good schools, and now they're 5 and 6, kindergarten and first grade, and these schools, I mean, I can't say anything bad. I can't say enough about them. They are really great schools. So let's jump into that. We're going to talk about this first area right here. It's called Sand Creek. This is actually where we live, the Sand Creek Village. Again, here's Kingwood Drive, Westlake, Houston. That's where all the HEB, this big hub, was right here. So you're half a mile away from everything you need to get to right here in Sand Creek. You know, some of the listings, there's not much that pops up for sale here in Sand Creek because it is very highly sought after. So as you can see here, you know, we'll take a look at some of these pending ones. This one's actually, some friends of ours are purchasing this house. Very nice house. You could see was listed at $499, had that downturn in the market recently. This is August 2022 that I'm making this video. So anyone familiar with the market right now, you kind of saw this little downtrend recently. So you're talking a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 3,400 square foot house on a 10,000 square foot lot. This one's actually got a pool as well. So I mean, really, really gorgeous, big home, the brick house, you know. Just kind of scroll through that real quick, see what, I happen to know what they are under contract on this one. I don't think I can say because I'm not sure if it's closed yet. But it is actually under this $459 price. So just to give you an idea of what's out there, what's here on the market under $450, you know, that's just one example there. There's another one here. I believe this one was also pretty nice. This one's a 5-bedroom, 3 full, 2 half baths, 3,800 square foot home on 11,000 square foot lot. That's about a 1/4 acre. If I remember, this one didn't really have too many updates. So again, at that price, the fact that it didn't have updates was already factored into that price, because this home at 3,800 square feet with a pool, you know, if this thing was updated, it would have been pushing over 500 probably, which still, you know, if that's not a bad price for this area and everything you get living here in Kingwood. So again, this Sand Creek Village, this is the elementary school here, Deerwood Elementary, and then here is the middle school, Riverwood Middle School, I'm sorry. So again, just literally right down the street, wherever you are, the schools are right there. You know, I'll zoom out here too. This is Green Tree. Green Tree has Green Tree Elementary. There's Creekwood Middle School here, Kingwood High. So you can see you're within a couple miles of everything that you're going to need to get to your kids' schools. Every little area, this is Hunter's Ridge and Bear Branch Elementary. Everything has their own schools. This is one area we're going to get to in a little bit. Kings Point, again, has their own elementary school down there. I mean, just really, really great area. When they built this area, it was very well thought out. They did a good job of keeping young families at heart when they built this out, and they built all these schools and the homes, just the size of the homes, just anything you could need is here. From there, we'll go ahead and jump to, here we'll go to, this actually was one of my favorite listings. It's in Foster's Mill. So if you're looking, this one here, let me go back again. In this area, there we go. So this up here was Sand Creek, what we were just talking about. Down here is Foster's Mill. That's this area right here. And Foster's Mill, if you're thinking about schools, is zoned to Deerwood. So literally just hop over Kingwood Drive, you're there at Deerwood Elementary. Super close, also zoned to Riverwood over here, middle school. Now these homes, I'm going to show you this 595 one because you can get an idea of why this one is at $1 million. Again, this 595, beautiful home. You can see that stately, the pool in the back, brick home, updated. Very, very beautiful home. Scroll through these pictures. Has a little outdoor living area here next to the pool. Again, close to, this is a big pond there. The golf course is actually close to here too. Great place. That one was 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath, just under 3,500 square feet, 10,000 square foot lot, and you're looking at $595 for something like that. And that's an actual active listing that's available right now. So give you an idea of what the market looks like right now, you can get that for under $600. This one that's listed at $1 million, probably one of my favorite listings in this area right now. Really beautiful home, fully remodeled inside. We'll take a look at this. And it has a pool house in the back, and it's on 30,000 square feet. So over half-acre lot. That's why this one is priced so much with that pool house included. So again, we can look through here. Just gorgeous, gorgeous. They did a great job on this remodel. Every part of it is beautiful. You see these bathrooms, that huge walk-in shower, this tub. I mean, great, great place. This here is the pool house. So as you can see, it's got its own bedroom, living area, its own little, kitchen nook there. Just great, great place. See this yard, as I said, it's on a 30,000 square foot lot. So you got this big pool area, great, huge yard. So you can see this is just one side of the yard. Here's the front of that pool house. The other side of the pool house, you still have this massive yard on this side. So plenty of space for the kids to run around. Really, really great listing. And that's priced at $1,050,000. And that's been on the market for 20 days. So, I would assume with the market that we're in now, we might be seeing that come down a little bit. So I don't, maybe even looking for something like that under $1 million. I mean, that's just, being from Southern California, that is just insane to me that you can get all that for under $1 million. If you're from there, you understand what I mean. From there, we'll go ahead over here to Kings Point, which is another highly sought after area, which is right here. Again, here's Sand Creek, here's Foster's Mill, here's that whole hub of shopping and everything. We're right here in Kings Point. All the way from, again, 400s all the way up to just under $1 million, 936, 879. Let's just pick something here. I'll pick this 699 and see what that is. Okay, cute, super cute little house. I mean, I say little house that looks little, but it's actually pretty huge. 5 bedroom, 4.5 bath, 4,400 square feet, 12,600 square foot lot. Listed at $699. So I'm a porch guy, man. I love porches. I'll just sit out here all night smoking a cigar, hanging out. That looks so cool. This is a nice house. Again, this one's priced at $699. Give you an idea, it's got a pool in the back. Very nice pool, waterfall. Really, really cool house, priced at $699. Again, that's in Kings Point, which is another highly sought after area here in the back of Kingwood. You got Willow Creek Elementary, which is specific for this area. Riverwood Middle School right there. Again, just the way this was all thought out, this whole area was built out, is awesome. It can't get any better. From there, I'm going to show y'all one of my favorite areas, which is Royal Shores, which is right down here. And you can see these homes that sit right on the water, right on this lake. And a lot of them have docks out there. So, just as an example, a couple of our friends live right here. These are about 1-acre lots, I believe. They have, I'll show you on a different map, but we'll go ahead and pull this one up at 1.3. So beautiful house here. This one's got 5 to 6 bedrooms, which generally means it's got like a flex room that can be used as an office or a bedroom, whatever you want to use it for. 4.5 bath, 5,600 square feet on 24,000 square foot lot. So it's about a little over half an acre lot there. I mean, check out this pool, this backyard, outdoor kitchen area. I mean, just beautiful, beautiful house. Custom cabinets in the kitchen. These giant windows going outside. I mean, great place. Love this tub here. Game room upstairs. A lot of these homes too in Kingwood, you'll notice upstairs, I would say 90% of them have a game room upstairs. That's just extra space to kind of hang out and play. You know, our kids, pretty much the game room was their like little lair. We hardly even go. We don't even want to see what's going on in there. It's like, as long as you keep everything in there, clean it up every once in a while, it's cool. We don't even want to worry about it. So looking out here, I believe that's another 2-car. This one might be a 4-car garage, 3 or 4-car. You got this little area here, you know, outdoor living space, great pool, fire pit here. Really, really beautiful home. And again, you're looking 1.35 is what it's listed at. It's been on for a while, so, you know, maybe even go lower than that on this one. But again, really, really great area. I'm going to show you just really quick these homes down here. They don't really pop up for sale too often. And this, again, this is all going to be in Royal Shores. Let's see if we can do the layers here. So you can actually see some of these homes. This one here is actually friends of ours. We were just over there last weekend. Beautiful house, big pool, and they got, I mean, I assume this had to be at least an acre. This nice dock that overlooks the lake here. I went out there because I thought I was funny, and I was in their backyard. I was like, man, this is like The Great Gatsby, you know, with Leonardo DiCaprio, and he's just standing at the dock and puts his hand out, like reaching to the girl, whatever her name was. I was like, man, I'm like Gatsby out here. It was freaking awesome. But just as an example, I mean, these homes here, when they do pop up, like right now in this market, that house we were in probably would be about 1.5-ish, maybe 1.6, but you're talking about huge, over 6,000 square foot homes, beautiful with lake access, with a boat, the whole thing. And this guy, we were talking about the Lake Houston Brewery. He's one of those people who just hops on his boat, comes down here to the brewery and has lunch. You know, just great, great spot to live. And you can see that it's also down here on this side, some of those homes as well. So I always keep an eye out for those whenever they do pop up on the market. Just really great place, super amazing neighborhood. Again, we'll end it back on this page here. You know, there it is, Kingwood. You can see right here where the airport is, close to Spring. The Woodlands is right up here, about 20 minutes away, 15, 20 minutes. And I mean, honestly, this speaks for itself. As I mentioned, all this stuff, best neighborhood to buy a house in, best neighborhood to raise a family. And I can speak to that as someone that is raising my family here in Kingwood. It is just an awesome, awesome place. I can't speak more highly of it. Really great area. So, you know, that's Kingwood, Texas. All right, guys. So that was Kingwood, Texas, the livable forest. I hope I was able to bring you some value today. If I was, go ahead and please subscribe, hit that bell, like, comment any questions you might have. I'll do my best to answer everything you need to know. Again, take it from someone who's been through it. Moving here from Orange County, California, I feel like Kingwood was the best place we could have gone to have that same kind of lifestyle that we were living, just in a new spot. I literally, this morning, as fate would have it, I went to drop my dog off at a pet groomer here just to get him bathed. There was a couple there, older couple. They heard me giving my phone number to the lady at the groomer, and I have a 310 number, and the gentleman behind me said, hey, he's like, is that you from LA? And I said, yeah, I'm from LA. And he's like, oh, I'm from San Clemente. And I said, oh, you know, I happen to be I also lived close to San Clemente. He knew exactly where we lived. They just moved here back in December, and they moved here because their kid, you know, who's older, has kids as well, moved here from Ladera Ranch.
And again, they moved here because they had a young family. Just same reason my wife and I moved here, same reason you might be watching this video right now. You got a young family, you're looking for a new, different lifestyle, something that you feel like you're craving and you haven't found there in California. This is the spot, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You will love it, your kids will love it, it'll be great for your family. So again, just go ahead and reach out. I love to talk to you. I love to meet new people. I love just to have conversations with people. Those people I just talked about, I stood there for like 10 minutes. We talked about all kinds of stuff. It was a great little conversation. So that's me. That's who I am. Reach out, call, text, email, schedule one of those Zoom calls on this link below. Whatever you want to do, you know, I'm here. I'm an open book. I'll do everything I can to help you out. So again, that was Kingwood, Texas. Hope I brought you some value. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. I appreciate y'all's time, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you.